Hello, Yankees fans. This is Jacob, and today we have two important pieces of news for you. First, we'll talk about a potential trade between the Bronx and Los Angeles, which could bring an experienced player to a key position in our infield. Then, we'll look at the arrival of a young talent to the roster, promising to bring new possibilities to our team. Could this move with the Dodgers strengthen the Yankees even further? And what can we expect from this new addition? Let's dive into the details and understand the impact of these decisions on our path to the upcoming season. Before we start, I want to remind you to like this video, subscribe to the Bronx Bomber News channel, and hit the notification bell. Every subscription is essential to strengthening our fan community and ensuring that you keep receiving all the news and analysis about our team. Let's go. Update number 1. Have you heard of Roansy Contreras? He could be the piece the Yankees need to strengthen their rotation in 2025. Let's talk about this new addition and what it could mean for the team's future. Hey everyone, we've got some interesting news that just came through the Bronx, and I'd say it's another important piece for the team. The Yankees are always on the lookout for talent, and the most recent addition to the team is Roansy Contreras, a pitcher who already has a history of ups and downs in MLB. But can he turn things around in the Bronx? Let's take a closer look. Last Thursday, the New York Yankees announced they had claimed right-handed pitcher Roansy Contreras off waivers. Now you might be wondering, who is Roansy Contreras, and what can he bring to the team? Well, let's take a quick look at his background. Contreras was originally signed by the Yankees as an international free agent back in 2016. He was a promising prospect, rising quickly through the organization, but in 2021, he was traded to the Pittsburgh Pirates, along with other prospects, in the deal that brought pitcher Jameson Taillon to New York. Since then, Contreras' career has had its ups and downs. In 2022, he seemed to be in good form, showing a lot of potential with his fastball, posting solid numbers like a 3.79 ERA in 95 innings. However, the 2023 season was a bit different. He struggled with his velocity, which affected his performance, causing his ERA to soar to 6.59. The numbers don't lie, and he had control issues, with 32 walks and only 55 strikeouts in 68 innings. So what happened? The Pirates decided to waive him in May 2024, and after that, Contreras bounced between several teams, including the Texas Rangers, Cincinnati Reds, and finally, the Los Angeles Angels. But could the Bronx be the place where he finally finds his rhythm? Here's the big question. Could working with an organization he's already familiar with, like the Yankees, be exactly what Roansy needs? The Yankees, as many know, are known for giving pitchers a second chance and often transforming them into valuable pieces for the team. What do you think? Could the Bronx be the ideal environment for Roansy to bounce back and show his full potential? But here's the catch. He no longer has minor league options. This means if he's not part of the team at the start of the 2025 season, he might have to leave the roster. And that adds even more pressure on him to show results quickly. Roansy Contreras is a name that could spark curiosity, especially considering his return to the Bronx. In my opinion, this could be one of those stories where the right mix of environment, technical support, and opportunity completely changes the course of a career. Contreras is only 25, so there's still plenty of room for growth, but he carries a history that is, at the very least, intriguing. Think about it. Here's a player who started his journey with the Yankees, showing a lot of promise as a prospect, but was eventually traded in search of an immediate upgrade for the team. That trade made sense at the time, but now, years later, he returns to the team at a time when the rotation needs depth and alternatives. Isn't that a sign that the Yankees believe he still has something special to offer? Yes, Contreras' recent numbers are concerning. His elevated ERA in 2024 and control issues raised doubts. But we have to remember that MLB is full of examples of players who found new life when placed in the right conditions. The Yankees have a solid track record of revitalizing pitchers' careers, adjusting mechanics, and strategically harnessing talent. And honestly, the fact that he already knows the organization could help ease that adjustment. Of course, the challenge is significant. With no minor league options left, Contreras needs to prove he deserves a spot on the roster from day one of the season. This puts pressure on him, but also creates the perfect opportunity for him to show what he's capable of. There's no room for prolonged mistakes, and he knows that. I see this addition as a smart gamble. It's not a high-risk move, but it could bring a significant reward. And more than that, it's a reminder of how baseball is a game of second chances. Contreras has the opportunity to rewrite his chapter in MLB, and we as fans have the chance to cheer for this rebirth. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Contreras has what it takes to stand out in the Bronx again? Could he surprise us and become a key piece for 2025? ***, leave your comments below. Your opinion matters in this conversation, and I can't wait to hear what you think. Update number 2. Max Muncy to the Yankees? One of the biggest hitters from the Los Angeles Dodgers could be on his way to the Bronx. Does this trade make sense? Let's go over the details and discuss the impact of this possible move. The Yankees and Dodgers are undoubtedly two of the most iconic franchises in baseball, and after a busy winter for both, the pieces are still moving on the board. But what if I told you that a trade between these giants might be on the horizon? We're talking about Max Muncy, one of the Dodgers' top veterans, who could be heading to New York. Does this make sense for the Yankees? Let's explore. The Dodgers, after winning the 2024 World Series, have further strengthened their roster, bringing in heavy hitters like Blake Snell, Tanner Scott, and Japanese star Roki Sasaki. On the other hand, the Yankees haven't fallen behind, adding impactful names like Devin Williams, Cody Bellinger, and Paul Goldschmidt. But even with these signings, both teams still have specific needs in their rosters. For the Dodgers, the problem seems to be a logjam at certain positions. They have an offense full of left-handed hitters, which could open the door for trades involving Max Muncy. Meanwhile, the Yankees have a clear need for a reliable third baseman. Yes, Jazz Chisholm did a good job in 2024, but it's not his natural position, and moving him back to second base while adding a veteran like Muncy could be the perfect solution. And let's face it, Muncy has a resume that deserves attention. Despite dealing with injuries in 2024, he had a solid 2023 season, with 36 home runs and 105 RBIs. He's a versatile player with experience in the infield and a history that includes 2 All-Star appearances and even seasons where he was considered for the MVP award. Additionally, with a 2-year contract worth $24 million and a club option for 2026, Muncy is an affordable addition, making the trade even more attractive for the Yankees. But here's the big hurdle. The Dodgers will only consider trading Muncy if they can secure Nolan Arenado, the star third baseman who is a target for both teams. If Arenado ends up in Los Angeles, Muncy could be the odd man out, clearing the way for a potential trade with the Yankees. Here's my take on this possible move with Max Muncy, and I'll be honest with you. I really think this trade could make perfect sense for the Yankees, especially considering what we need on our roster. A reliable third baseman has been a gap for a while, and Muncy, with all his experience and versatility, would be an addition that could truly strengthen our team. Let's take a look at his track record. Muncy isn't just another player. He has a solid career, full of standout moments, like 2 All-Star appearances and impressive numbers, such as 36 home runs and 105 RBIs in 2023. Even with the injuries in 2024, we can't ignore the fact that he still has a lot to offer. Plus, the $24 million contract for 2 years is an excellent financial opportunity, which is an important factor when building a competitive roster without sacrificing salary flexibility. And about the versatility, he can play both third base and other infield positions. This gives the Yankees tactical flexibility, which could be very useful in a long season full of challenges. We can't forget that right now, third base is a bit undefined, with Jazz Chisholm having done well, but not being a specialist. Moving him back to second base and bringing in a veteran like Muncy could not only improve the defense, but also bring more power to our offense. Now, of course, all of this depends on the Dodgers potentially moving for Nolan Arenado. If that happens, Muncy would become dispensable for Los Angeles, and the Yankees would be ready to seize this opportunity. But will the Dodgers actually make this trade, or will they prefer to keep Muncy on their roster even with Arenado's arrival? That's something interesting to follow in the coming days. I see this as a risky move, but with a good reward. The Yankees don't have time to waste, and if this trade happens, it could be exactly what we need to complete the team's rotation and go all in for the title in 2025. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Max Muncy would be the missing piece for the Yankees? Or do you think the Dodgers will keep the veteran on their roster? ***, leave your opinion in the comments. I'm curious to know what you think about this.